So did $250,000 in revenue over those days. There was so much reciprocity given during that time that I think people felt really more compelled to buy. One thing we noticed is that the people that were buying from the Hangout-a-thon, those were by far and away the lowest refund customers that we had. And multiple reasons for that. Number one, reciprocity. Number two, 10 days, straight days of you. They're looking at you, they're talking to you. Number three, I think that the people on Google Plus tend to be a little bit more serious than people that are on, say, Facebook or something. I didn't go into this thinking that we would do as well as we did to my list, because my list has been hit with this offer countless times. So we're talking about a list of 10,000 people, and I'd say 7 of those 10,000 people were at least 3 years old or older. So that's not a good list. The active portion of that list most probably in the neighborhood of 7,000 people. So do $250,000 off of 7,000 people with one affiliate, and not counting you, not counting the viral stuff. Pretty amazing. This is a viral platform. So in Google Plus, having the viral tools that we did, obviously YouTube, and so I looked at the views the other day, and the views had already climbed significantly higher than they were when we were doing it. So this just goes on and on and on and on. It's in perpetuity. So once you do it once, it's you can kind of sit back. My resume is pretty simple. I'm one of the top copywriters in the world and created the best training program, I think, for that, for people. And the training program, Accelerator, has generated $1.2 billion for my customers. So that's one of the most successful programs in internet marketing history, for sure. If you want to do a Google Hangout, you need more than just, here's how you set it up. You need someone to set it up, integrate it, and facilitate it. So I describe you as a facilitator of all things Google Plus / Hangout. So the interaction part of that is so important. So it's you're interacting with me, obviously, but you're also interacting with the audience. It wasn't just interaction, it was the way that you interact with me, the way that you interacted with other people that I saw too. It was much more engaging. Like you were actually paying attention and paying attention to everyone else on the Hangout. Any technical person could set up Google Plus or a Hangout on your website and do all that stuff. Very few people can set it up and know how to play the games, know how to literally play the games. There's literally gamification, but also interact. So you're kind of the one-stop shop for that. And also, I think that you're super particular on who you work with. So that's your reputation that precedes you in that. So what do you bring to the table as a marketing partner? Other than the obvious, that you bring the skills to set up Google Plus and Hangouts, the skills to facilitate that stuff. The social networks in Google Plus, you are an influencer, I believe is what they said, right? So to bring that is really big. But then there's the X factor, which is the ability to be charming, to be engaging, to be pleasant to work with, to those are intangibles that are, I think, add up to more sales, because people pick up on your sincerity. And number one, if you I don't see you working with anyone that's not sincere.
True.
So when you get 2 people who are really sincere on the same call, it's going to be super.